Good morning. Hi, everyone. Bonjour. Well, thanks for coming. Today, we're going to talk about actionable AI. So, bridging the gap between innovation and real-world impact. We are Yula Studio, and I am Christophe Aikal, and I am with Hugo Prevoto.
Good morning, everyone.
And we created in 2023 Yula Studio, and we already accompanied more than 15 companies.
So, a bit about my journey. So you understand where we come from when we talk about actionable AI. I just want to talk a bit about my journey. So I started working as a research scientist on graph theory, very technical things, a lot of applied mathematics, and I published one scientific article. Then I started working at Amazon, doing research on self-driving cars. And so I have a very technical background, and it was super interesting, don't get me wrong. However, what I found was lacking, it was the business impact of the things. I worked a lot on research. Most of the things, for example, the self-driving cars, I guess you still have a driver delivering your parcel from Amazon, right? So it didn't really work. But I think it's very important that people keep working on this. But what drives me more is to see that we have a real impact. And that's what we're coming for today.
So why today we can talk about actionable AI? I will talk about a bit of my journey as well. So I worked in big firms, big American firms, such as Procter & Gamble, which is, if for those who don't know, Oral-B, Head & Shoulders, those big stuff. And so I work as a data scientist there, which is basically an AI engineer. And I saw that the adoption of AI was more for hype and buzzword. What I mean by that is that the investors and the shareholders were super happy to talk about AI, but it didn't go more than a proof of concept. And right now I'm talking about S&P 500 companies, which are big companies, but it didn't go in production. All the tools, all the AI stuff, it didn't go into production. That's why we decided to create Yula Studio, which is our company that accompanies businesses in order to have real impact thanks to AI. So what we think is that AI shouldn't be just a buzzword. Today we hear about AI every day. You hear about Trump talking about AI, the French President Macron talking about AI. It's nice. We have a hype, you know, and maybe if some of you are here, it's because there is a hype in AI, right? But it shouldn't be just a buzzword. It shouldn't be just something you want to have in your company just to talk about it in dinner. And AI can do lots of things which are really relevant for businesses, such as automate tasks, such as improve the employee's life. And that's what we do in Yula Studio. This is kind of funny example, but if you remember on LinkedIn 3 years ago, if you post a photo like this, you have thousands of likes, right? But does it really make sense for any businesses? A cat riding a bicycle, it's funny, but is it relevant for businesses? Not really, right? So for us, AI should be useful, not just flashy. So, as I said, AI should be useful, not just impressive. And what we do at Yula Studio is that we cut through the noise. You can see a lot of things, a lot of tools, a lot of stuff. But as business owners, companies, you don't really know what you use. You don't really know what is the best use for your company. And that's what we're the best at. Also, I will add to add that we're for the collaboration, not the competition. So we're not competing with ChatGPT or OpenAI. We are here to enable businesses to use the best of AI for their business and their need. So during our journey, we accompanied more than 15 companies, and this is our blueprint. So most of the time, what we do is that we understand the business fully. So we sit down with the directors, manager, or business leader, and we understand everything they do. This is the beginning point. It's good to do AI, but if you don't understand the business, there's no sense. So once we understand everything about the business, every process, every job they have in the business, we identify the opportunities to implement AI. And once it's done, we give a full report about it. So you can do this, 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 and this. And we recommend for you to do the first one because it has the best ROI. So it's really ROI driven, and it's not just for the hype or for just saying to everyone you use AI in your company. So after this audit, either the company has an IT team that can maybe implement what we said in their company, in their business, or we implement it for them with an end-to-end support from AI model development to seamless integration. Also, I would like to say that we're very flexible. For example, some of our clients had their ideas in mind already of what they want to do. And so in this case, we can just go directly through the development. So right now, Hugo is going to talk about our first case study. It's scheduling software.
Yeah, so that's actually one of the examples that we're very happy to talk about, because that's exactly what we live for. It's a low-tech, high-impact example. Okay, so we're working with Isol Renov, and we built for them an installation scheduling software. So to tell you about these clients, they have about 10 years in energy renovation. They fully renovate houses for energy, to lower the energy consumption. And they have to date more than 3,600 projects. So they're quite big in the space. And what happened to them is that they were moving from a high-ticket offer to a lower-ticket offer. Before, they were doing multiple five-figure projects where they will fully renovate the houses, and they were moving to another product that was IoT sensors connected to the heaters in your house, so people can have, from the smartphone, an app where they can control the temperature in the house, make energy savings. We'll also lower CO2 emissions. And what happened to them is that they're doing these projects that are for free, because the French government made this subventions for this, right? So it's highly competitive. So basically, if you don't install these clients, they're interested, somebody else is going to do it. So you have to move fast. Speed is key for them. And what they had is that they were moving from this high-ticket process, where they would have the time to talk with the clients, discuss anyway, they need to have a lot of information about the house, when it was built, when it was built, and so on. And now they had to move quick, they had to move fast. So their process, we sat with them, discussed with the business owners about the processes to question what was wrong. And we saw that they were, basically here I have the conversion rates. So from 100% leads, for 100 leads, they convert about 80% into a client. That's people that are not eligible, they didn't understand the requirements, sorry. They're not interested anymore, somebody else installed them. That's why they have to act very fast. But then they need to then schedule the installation. And the process that the legacy from their high-ticket offer was that they could move people directly to the houses, right? That was big projects. There, they need to have someone that is nearby. They cover the whole French territory. They have about 30 technicians. They all live in Paris. So already you start to understand why it starts causing a problem. And installation is about an hour long. So you don't want people doing 10 hours drive to do 1 hour installation. Okay? So what we did with them is that we just questioned, okay, but what do you have these two steps? We then convert the client into an installation, and you actually lose 60% of them. Because they go for the competitor. You're not fast, you're not quick enough. So what we did with them Sorry. Next slide. Yep. What we did for them is that we developed a tailor-made solution that we integrated with the CRM. They have actually like a very specific CRM. No tools are integrated, so that was a big plus for them. And that during a sales call, we want that given an address, we propose installation times. That's basically what our brainstorming with the clients brought up. Then what we had to feature, it was real-time scheduling. We want the salesperson to, on the phone directly, when someone is interesting, say, okay, we're going to come next Thursday, 9 a.m. We were connected so then to the technicians' calendars with the location before and after the slots to know if they can make it. We also compute the travel time, real like live travel time to know if there's traffic jam or not, to adjust the timetables and so on. And we also have a recommendation system. Our goal is to also favor the slots where there's low commute times, so to kind of optimize it, right? And so actually there's a much more detailed videos. I don't have enough time here, but it's 18 minutes video. We're allowed by the client to disclose everything about the process. So everything is there. It's a bit technical, but I think it's very interesting. So feel free to have a look. And what happened with this, when you put this live, is that we tripled the conversion rate. So for the same amount of leads, we tripled the conversion rate. They also 3x the revenue, of course, and the profit margin about almost doubled. What we also did, what we're very proud of, is that we reduced the distance between appointments by about 20% on average. And the last thing that we're so happy about, from the first time that we started coding, after we agreed on the work plan, there was 3 weeks until the first functional demonstration. So that's it for our low-tech example. That's a much more high-tech example. So we partnered with 3 customer service agencies, and they came already. That's an example where they already come with the project in mind. They know what they want. What they want is that they serve over 40 e-commerce clients across these 3 agencies, and what they want is to be more competitive. Most companies outsource the customer service, mostly through email. That's a communication channel that companies want to keep. Is extremely expensive. Why? Emails are very long. They need to be you have like a lot of respectful formulations, the sentences are long and so on. That's complicated, and they need to cut the costs. So the brands, on the other hand, they also need to maintain a good level of customer satisfaction through customer service. They also want their brand voice to also appear in their emails. And they also have often like multiple systems that leads to delay and so on. So they want to act quick also. It matters a lot how quickly you can reply to your customers. So they already came with an idea. It was to build for them an augmented customer service agent. And here the word is important. We augment the way they work. We don't replace the customer service agent. So for them, we developed an agentic rack system. So this is a system that where we like store all the historical data in a database, index it, so we're able to query it with a generative AI model when we need it. We use this knowledge to automatically draft email responses for customer inquiries. And that's why it's key. We collect everything, product information, information about the order of the customer. We go on Shopify, we collect everything. We know their phone, through the email, we know their phone number, we know what they ordered, when it was ordered, what is the parcel, so on. And this allows the customer service agents to review the emails that are drafted, make some changes if they need to, and then send it. So what we had to do, it was to build a Shopify integration. That's the leaders on the market for e-commerce stores, front-end and back-end. So we connect with the API. We have email integration with the email protocols. We also include Gmail in this. We have a website scraper. Super important. If you're going to talk about a product, you need to know a bit about it, right? So you want to scrape all the website. And then we have a customer service behavior modeling. That's to be able to replicate the way their brands usually talk. So you have a lot of brands that are going to address their clients by their first name. We want to be able to do this too, right? So the result that we've had, it was a 75% reduction in response time. So meaning that like the customer, when they send an email, they get an answer much faster. We also spend way less time in these agencies to reply to the emails. From 50% when they actually have to retouch it a lot, or 80% when they just need to reread it. And a 30% increase in customer satisfaction across all the e-commerce websites. Okay, now we'll let Chris talk about the future of AI.
So, have you seen the common point between those 2 projects is that there is always a ROI, right? It's not fancy AI or whatever. It's always ROI driven. So with the scheduler, we had multiply by 3 the revenue, and with the AI customer service, we had very good KPI as well. So for us, the challenge isn't just building better models. It's ensuring they drive real impact in businesses. The future of AI belongs to those who bridge the gap between innovation and real-world business. So we think collaboration is key. Maybe you're a business owner, maybe you work in AI yourself, so we should connect to talk about it. To conclude, at Yula Studio, we believe in AI that works, not just AI that impresses. You've seen the example of the AI cat riding a bicycle. At Yula Studio, we believe in AI that is practical, actionable, and scalable. We believe in an AI that is built for real businesses, not just for research papers. And at Yula Studio, we're driven by collaboration, not competition. So again, if you're doing AI, let's connect. If you're a business owner and maybe you think you can add some AI in your business, or you want to know what you can do with AI in your business, let's connect as well. And our stand is just there. So if you want to talk to us, just come talk to us, and you're more than welcome. If you have any question, you can ask right now or just come to the stand after that. Thank you very much for your time.